Energy scenario of India. Over the past decades, Indian primary energy consumption has increased manifold. India is also developing, so developing activities means economic activities going on in every part of India. So energy demand will increase definitely. Currently, the total primary energy demand in India stands at 724 MTOE, and available sources for energy are coal, lignite, crude oil, natural gas. These are the conventional sources of energy. According to Energy Statistics 2017 by MOSPI, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, Government of India, coal and lignite have accounted 47% of the total energy consumption. That means coal and lignite together contribute 47% to energy production. Then crude oil is the second largest contributor in this list. Figure 1.8 source-wise power consumption in India. You can see 45% from the coal and 2% from the lignite. So together they form 47%. Then crude oil is in the second, that is 34%. Then we have natural gas at 6%. Now let us look at the renewable energy potential from various resources. Solar has high potential, it is having 62.8%. Then we have wind power at 100 meter, windmills at 100-meter height. We are having 25.21%. Then wind power at 80 meter, that is windmills at 80 meters. We have 8.57%. And the other sources such as bagasse, waste to heat, biomass, etc. are having very low percentages. Now look at the state-wise renewable energy potential distribution. Indian renewable energy sector has grown steadily in the few decades. The potential sources of renewable energy generation are solar, wind, hydro, biomass, and bagasse. The total energy potential from all these sources is estimated to be 11,98,856 megawatt in 2016. Now if you see the figure in 1.10, there you will see that Rajasthan is top at 14%. That means it has a lot of solar energy potential. That is why it is coming at the top with 14%. Then we have Gujarat. Gujarat has solar and wind both potential. That is why it is at 13%. It is astonishing to see Jammu and Kashmir and Maharashtra sharing the same position with 10%. But in Maharashtra, it is mostly wind, and due to its coastal region. Then in case of Jammu and Kashmir, it's mostly due to hydro and small hydro power plants. Then the other states are having good potential, but lesser than these states. Now let us know the energy scenario of Assam also, because we need to know in our state perspective also. In Assam, the conventional sources of energy account for 67% of the total installed capacity of 1446 megawatt. The hydropower comes in the second with 30%. Then comes the renewable energy with 3%. So in Assam, it is mostly conventional sources of energy for power production. Let us know the source-wise renewable energy potential in Assam. Now look at this table 1.5. Here you can see solar energy has 13,760 megawatt potential. Small hydro has 202 megawatt. Biomass power has 279 megawatt. Cogeneration from Bagasse 0 or nil. Waste to energy we have 8 megawatt, and total estimated reserve to be 14. Now look at the table number 1.6. It is source wise installed capacity of grid connected in Assam. That means we already have installed some systems, and these systems are grid connected to national grid. Now small hydro 34.11 megawatt, solar 11.78 megawatt, and total capacity we are having currently 45.8 megawatt. Let us know off-grid renewable energy system in Assam. This means these systems are not connected to the grid and these are off-grid. Now these are given in lakhs or capacity in kilowatt. So biogas plants we are having 1.28 lakhs, water pumps run by windmills 3 lakhs, SPV pumps 15 lakhs, SPV system 0.1 lakhs, aero generator, hybrid system, that is a kind of wind turbine 6 kilowatt, biomass gasifier 3 kilowatt. So these have been promoted by Assam government, and they have this data. Now come to the table 1.8, proposed capacity addition by different Assam government agencies. So these are the nodal agency for carrying out various renewable energy related activities in Assam, and this has been appointed by Assam government, and these are Assam Energy Development Agency, then APDCL, Assam Power Distribution Corporation Limited. Now AEDA has proposed many projects: grid connected rooftop 117 megawatt, off grid rooftop 18 megawatt. APDCL have also proposed grid connected solar rooftop 1 megawatt, ground mounted solar panel 25 megawatt, grid connected solar plants through IPPs 80 megawatt, validity gap funded grid connected solar plants 50 megawatt, solar wind hybrid system 0.9275 megawatt. So these are the plans through various financing mechanisms which have been proposed by various our nodal agencies such as AEDA and APDCL in Assam. We see the status of renewable energy in Assam compared to other states in India. We see that in Assam is still in nascent stage. That means we have a lot of to do, and there should be a strong government policy regarding renewable energy, and this is a need of the time, and we have to adopt renewable energy policy so that we have a sustainable future.